Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghostriders here. We're starting a new series today called Old West. Really? Just roll the film. I see this coming up a lot in discussions and comments. Therefore, I'm thinking we should do a series of videos dispelling some myths. They will live in a playlist called Myth vs. Reality. I frequently hear, the Old West we think of didn't happen, it was all Hollywood. Now, there are a lot of periods in history that stand out because of people doing brave things. For instance, the medieval era, with knights on horseback fighting for the right without question or pause.
To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
We know that's been enhanced majorly by books, stories, and movies. Those enhancements make it great and get people interested. Then those people, should they choose to,
your mission, should you choose to accept it,
can delve into the history and embrace it. In my opinion, Hollywood and fictional stories are just as important as the original history itself, and their contribution counts big time.
I'm Bakersfield!
In case there's some confusion, the myths presented aren't always related, like these two. This week. Right now. First, there weren't as many gunfights like you see in the movies. Okay. Gunfighters were not going town to town challenging the fastest draw to make a name for themselves. However, there were a lot of gunfights, and like today, speed and accuracy were paramount. The Old West has many documented instances of men settling differences with firearms. The one-man army we see in the movies? Well, they existed too. In 1854, Jonathan R. Davis single-handedly killed 11 attacking outlaws with 2 Colt revolvers and a Bowie knife near Sacramento, California. In 1871, James Riley shot 7 folks in a Kansas saloon after seeing them kill his friend in front of him. In 1884, Elfego Baca defended himself against 40 men and a whole bunch of bullets, killing 4 and wounding 8 others. Nope, Hollywood didn't make it up. They just took the idea and ran with it. Number 2. People in the Old West were dirty and sick. Friend and historian Dave Rogers tells us that the pioneers understood hygiene and antiseptic. The science had been around a long time by then. The problem is that not everyone could practice it, especially those on the trek west. That fly who just left some infected excrement from the previous wagon train lands in your food and just exposed you to that illness. Immune systems that are weakened by malnutrition or immaturity may not be able to withstand the infections or illnesses we consider minor today. This is partly why so many infants died back then. Our Old Westians practiced cleanliness, but they didn't clean themselves to the degree that we do today. Streets were dirt, trails were dirt, and folks were tracking dirt into their houses and businesses. There's simply no way they could have been 100% clean. Living with dirt was part of being a tough pioneer. Well folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on down the trail.